Hey, this is MJ, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to crochet our merry and bright holiday trees. For the bright and whimsical feel for this pattern, I chose Merry Maxim Prism yarn. It has lots of fun bright shades to choose from, so you can look at their color selection and find something that is going to suit your holiday decor. This is a DK weight yarn, but I have tripled it up so that it's a bulky and quick pattern. And you could always sub this out for a solid color if you wanted to stick with more traditional or neutral colors. So our small and medium tree are shown in stained glass, and it gives a beautiful rainbow effect. And I've also used Morning Glory, which has the bright blues and greens. Succulent has some nice shades of pink and green, and you can add some stars to the top or ribbons, however you would like to embellish. You can check out the dollar store, Amazon for your supplies. I picked up these cones from Amazon. They're paper mache, and the kit includes 4 sizes. So the pattern I have customized to fit each of the cones. So our 4 size cones. You can check the link in the description box and we'll have these sizes listed. Now, also you can wrap your trees in these battery powered lights. So I was able to pick these up at Walmart. They do require your 2 AA batteries, and this is the 30 light size. So the small tree, it is a little long, so if you can find a bit shorter for the tinier tree, but I found that these ones do work out well for the other 3 sizes, and you can just wrap them around. The only thing is you will want to tack them once you get down to the bottom, maybe even just a little bit of hot glue to hold them in place. I will be using a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook for this pattern, and this is a metal streamline hook from Furls Crochet. So now, in order to make the yarn bulky, we're going to create an S shape. Okay, so like this. We're then going to hold the 3 strands together. I will be working with Succulent for the tutorial. And then as you come to the end of the yarn, you're just going to keep pulling through. So you're taking the yarn, pulling it through the loop as you go. Now you can sub this out for a bulky weight yarn if you don't want to do this, but I really loved the colors of the Prism, so I wanted to work with it. So we'll just continue pulling the yarn through like this as we go. I have some yarn I was already working with tripled up, so I'm going to go ahead and start working with it. That's why it has a little kink to it, because I did frog this. So I have my 3 strands together. I'm going to make a magic ring, taking my hook, sliding it through, grab and pull through, and chain 1. I'm then going to work 6 single crochet in the ring. Now we'll want to pull this tight, so I'm going to start pulling my yarn. You can see these loops are sticking out still. These ones have pulled in, so we're going to take those and give them a tug. Pull. Now we'll be working with a stitch marker as well, because we're going to work this in a continuous round. Okay, so we're going to work 1 single crochet through the back loop only of the first 2 stitches. And we'll mark that first stitch. We'll work 2 through the back loop of the next stitch. 1 single crochet in the back loop of the next 2. Then we'll work 2 single crochet through the back loop of the next stitch. Now the next round we'll just work 1 single crochet through the back loop of each stitch around for a total of 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I also want to mention that we had our rustic holiday tree pattern we published last year, which was a bottom-up stuffed design. I did have a lot of requests for a stuffed option so that people didn't have to purchase cones. But then I was getting requests for a top-down version of that pattern with the cones. So I decided to do this pattern top-down for you, but make it fun and whimsical with the different colors. So if you are interested in a bottom-up stuffed version, you can check out our rustic holiday trees. So now the next round we're going to increase again. So we will be alternating between an increase round and a non-increase round. And we're going to be evenly placing 2 extra stitches on those increases. So now we're going to work 1 in each of the first 2. Get that marked. 1 in the next, so we've done a total of 3, and then we'll have 2 single crochet in the back loop of the next. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in the next. And this is how the increase pattern works. So the next time we do an increase, we'll work 4 and then an increase. The next time would be work 5 and then an increase. And that's how the pattern consistently increases by 2 stitches. So now we have 10 stitches. We'll work 1 in every stitch around for a total of 10. Okay, so we're going to do another increase. So this time we'll work 4. Start it with 2, get my marker in place. 3, 4, and then 2 in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 in the next. So now I'm going to work 1 in every stitch around for a total of 12. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do another increase. So this time we need to work 5. There's 5 and then an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an increase. And then I'll work this next round with 1 in every stitch. Okay, so I've worked around 14 stitches. This time we're going to work 6 and then an increase. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then increase in the next stitch. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then an increase. So now we have 16 stitches and we'll work 1 in every stitch around. So the increase pattern just continues in this manner. So we just keep increasing, doing an increase round, increasing by 2, and then a non-increase. And you will just keep going to fit over your cones. So I have all of the rounds included in the pattern that you'll need to crochet, but if you're trying to fit the cones yourself, maybe your gauge is a little bit different or you've used different yarn, you just want to keep increasing to finish off covering the cone. So I'm not going to do the smallest cone for this one. I think I'm going to go with the medium size cone. So I'm going to need to keep increasing to cover this full cone. So for our medium sized tree, I should be increasing up to 38 stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and work away on my tree, and then I'll meet you up for the finishing touches. Okay, so I've worked a total of 33 rounds, and I have a total of 38 stitches. So I'm going to fasten off, and I'm going to finish with a seamless join. So we'll use our yarn needle. And I'm going to go through the back loop of this stitch. And then I'm going to come back and go through the back loop only of the last stitch. Okay, and then that's just going to create a faux stitch blending right in, and we can just continue weaving this tail. So this is how it's looking. And like I say, you can always alter by continuing to increase for a larger cone or not working as many rounds for a smaller cone. We have included the 4 sizes in the pattern. And you're just going to want to stretch it to fit. And it should fit the medium size cone well. So now you could just leave your cone like this, or you can embellish it however you want. I'm going to add a star to mine and also wrap it in some lights. I'm a little early for the Christmas season, so I didn't have too many options for decorations, but you can get usually little wooden stars in the craft section at your dollar store or from Amazon. I was able to get this little set of ornaments from Walmart, and I just removed the string and the bow to add this star. I'm sure that there'll be lots more options. I was thinking maybe something gold would look really nice, so I'm sure there will be more options available closer into the season. But I will give it a little measure just so you can see. This one is just over, if you go from this tip down, just over 2 inches in size. I'm just heating up my hot glue gun for gluing to the top. And if you're certain that you want to keep your lights on your tree, you can always secure with a little glue as well. You can get these lights with the green and also with the clear, depending on the yarn you use. You can decide what will blend the best. And I'm just going to gradually wrap this around the tree. I think the green is going to blend in well with this one. You can always add a little glue down at the base if you want it as well to make sure that this stays on well. So now what I would do once you get it wrapped and you are sure that you like the position, you could just add a little bit of glue to just hold this in place. So you could put a little glue to the inside and then you have your tree nice and illuminated for the season. And then you can always just shut that off. And usually you need to replace your batteries each year. So I just added a little glue here. Make sure to hold it until it's dry. So here is our finished tree. We can just put this back on to our cone and you can have it wrapped up in the lights or just leave it as is. It looks beautiful either way. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and tap the bell to stay updated on all our new videos and tutorials. Make sure to check the description box below the video for the yarn and pattern links. Thanks so much, guys. Have an awesome day.